I do believe that she showed very poor judgment, but I don't believe it rises to the level of termination.
Administration is shuffled around in Mattoon. Tonight, a firing tops our newscast. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Allison Twaits.
And I'm Caitlin Channa. Mattoon City Administrator is out while a new city treasurer is appointed.
And all this shuffling happened at Tuesday night's Mattoon City Council meeting. And that's where Newswatch's Amanda Richardson spent the evening. She joins us live in the studio with more. Good evening, Amanda.
Good evening, Allison and Caitlin. Just about every seat in the council chambers was taken. In fact, people ended up standing in the back of the room, all waiting to find out what was going to happen with Sue McLaughlin's job. After months of controversy and a closed-door session that lasted more than 2 hours,
I will make a motion at this point to amend that motion to approve terminating the contract of the city administrator, Sue McLaughlin, without cause, effective immediately.
the Mattoon City Council voted 4-1 in front of a full house Tuesday night to terminate the contract of city administrator Sue McLaughlin. The trouble all started when McLaughlin proposed to sell nearly 5 acres of land at Lake Mattoon to her fiancé, Don Rodewald, for about $40,000. Critics say the offer was too low and the property should have been put up for auction. It's an issue that's angered some community members.
Terminate this employee without paying her any severance for the harm done to this city. As stewards of our city finances, I strongly object to you wasting my taxpayer dollars on someone who tried to steal a city asset at 10% of its value. If you allow this to fester, your political future will be in jeopardy. You're rapidly turning into the laughing stock of the state of Illinois.
I think it would have been irresponsible of us to rush out in a hurry and just vote on something when we could take a couple of months, like we have done, to consult with outside attorneys, get legal advice, make sure that we have our ducks in a row.
City officials terminated McLaughlin's contract without cause and offered her a severance package worth nearly $50,000.
There's only 10 months left in her contract, and we're going to pay her for 6 of those. And I just don't think that that is a wise use of the money, because we're going to have to find somebody to sit in that seat. It's going to cost the city a lot of money.
We have not entered into it hastily. We've tried to look at all of the facts. We have looked at all of the facts. It's a difficult decision. There are people in the community that are going to agree with what we're going to do. There are people who are going to disagree.
He should have been terminated with cause, with no severance pay.
We were a little surprised by the decision, a little bit disappointed in the decision to terminate her tonight, but obviously we disagree with it. Their decision to terminate her without cause sort of vindicates her. Obviously they didn't think that she did anything wrong. This was really nothing more than politics at play, so she's going to move on.
Hoppe says he's still consulting with McLaughlin on whether or not to file an appeal. I tried to speak with McLaughlin about the decision, but she declined to comment. There is no word yet on when the council will begin its search for a new city administrator. Now, as we mentioned, the city council also had to figure out what to do with the city treasurer's vacancy. Last night, it was decided Mattoon Fire Chief Tony Nichols will step in as the interim city treasurer. The position becomes available after Preston Owen resigned over the potential land sale. Nichols says he will continue to also serve as fire chief.